What's up, man? Welcome back to the Phenom Crypto YouTube channel. I'm Phenom, and this is where we look for the best, most up-to-date crypto and NFT news, because Phenom is crypto, and crypto is phenomenal. You know the deal. You know the deal. Today is a big day. Today I want to talk about something that we all have to face. Today I want to talk about something that we're all going through in the space. Why did cryptocurrency crash? Why did it crash? Why did the crash happen the way it did? That's what I'm going to be bringing to you today. The information on why I believe the crash happened. You know what I'm saying? My opinion, what we do know, and a little bit of speculation, a little bit of things that may be floating around that we have confirmed, but we're waiting on the information to officially come out. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'll be going over today. So I'm gonna try and keep it simple. I'm gonna try and keep it short. You know what I'm saying? But I want you guys to know this, because this is something that will help you along your journey. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody likes to talk about it. But your journey is important. Matter of fact, let me keep it simple for you. Your journey is exactly that. It's a journey. It's not just a couple steps. It's not just a couple steps here and there that you have to do. It's not just a couple things here and there that you have to know. It's a path to learning. It's a path to success. That's what your journey consists of. So we're going to be jumping into why crypto crashed today, because that's a stone you may have to turn over on your journey. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to break it down so you guys understand how simple this stuff really is. But let's jump right into it. Let me start with my opinion on why cryptocurrency crashed. In my opinion, this was a manipulated crash, which means there were hands at work that caused this crash. This crash didn't just happen from normalities in the market. But this was a strategic plan in order to shed light on the faultiness of crypto, as well as an opportunity to present a solution to a dying demand. Who does that sound like? Who the fuck does that type of shit? I know that sounds like somebody. U.S. government. But it sounds like the way somebody plays. I can't think of who. You know what I'm saying? But I think it was strategic. I think that this plan was, this crash was planned, excuse me. It was a strategic move for the regulation of crypto. Because immediately once Terra Luna crashed, and that's what we're going to talk about next, the things that we do know. But once Terra Luna crashed, why did the government start to put out articles? Why did people start to present legislation? Why did there become a solution to a problem that nobody knew was coming? How the fuck did you prepare solutions? How? If I didn't know the problem was coming, how did I prepare solutions for a problem that I did not foresee? So I feel this shit was manipulated. There was a puppet hand at work trying to get a couple things done, and a couple things done in a couple people's favor. You know? But that's my opinion. Don't take my word for it. You know what I'm saying? But I want you to understand that you're entitled to an opinion. That's why we started there. You're entitled to your own opinion as well. So that's why I encourage you to do your research so you can formulate your own opinions. Don't take anyone's opinion for truth. Don't take anyone's opinion for fact. Don't do it. So I just wanted to start with my opinion, man. I think this was a manipulated crash. I think there were some hands at work that made this happen. I think that this benefited people high up and was a move to wipe out the little guys and then present a solution to the little guys like, hey, here's the fix to your problem. We are the fix to your problems. We're here to save the day. But see if you can back that theory up. See if that aligns with what you're thinking. See if that aligns with what you put together in your own mind. Next, let's jump into what we do know. What do we know, Phenom? What the fuck is really going on? What are the facts? And the fact of the matter is Terra Luna stablecoin, or UST, was hit with major slippage, causing UST to depeg, or depeg from its dollar peg, which means it's supposed to stay valued at $1. Depegging means that it went under $1, so it was supposed to stay at $1 just like your US dollar. It did not do that. I believe it went as low as 18 cents at one point. But depegged, losing huge amounts of liquidity as holders were forced to watch their bags decrease by up to 90%. So if you were a Terra Luna holder for 48 hours, you were forced to hold your bag as that slippage, as that volatility of the market began to crash, and you were forced to hold for an up to 90% loss, 99% loss. That hurts. Wiped out a household name. My boy Crypto Mason, or Mason Versilius, always likes to say it was a household name. Terra Luna, at one point we all talked about Terra Luna. Even if you weren't an educator, we all knew about Terra Luna. We all had Terra Luna on our watch list somewhere. We all were thinking about getting into Terra Luna if you're not in the space yet. We all knew something about it. It was a household name. This was not supposed to happen this way. But it did. And it happened within 48 hours. Within 48 hours, people were recording up to 90% losses on the asset. So there was a mass sell-off in UST and there was a mass sell-off in Bitcoin at the time of the crash. Because people were fearful, and another reason that we're going to touch on. You know? But that's for later in the segment. But what we do know, the things that we do know for a fact, is Terra Luna and UST were at the center of this crash. They were at the epicenter. They were in the eye of the storm. And it wiped out a lot of people. It wiped out a lot of things that were going on in the space. It almost dead halted some things. This was a major time in crypto. This is a major time in crypto. A lot of lessons to be learned. A lot of mistakes will be made. A lot of millionaires will be made. But you have to begin to decide, what category do you fall into? Do you fall into the category of this was a mistake? Do you fall into the category of this was a learning lesson? Or do you fall into the category of this will make me a millionaire? You have to start to decide. But what we know as fact is Terra Luna and UST were at the center of the crash. Now, personally, I was not invested in UST, nor was I invested in Terra Luna. But again, I want to share my huge sentiment with anybody that was invested, anybody that did have to sit through that, anybody that did have to watch their bags decrease by unbelievable numbers. I'm sorry. We all family, and don't nobody want to see anybody in their family get wrecked the way people holding Terra Luna got wrecked, people holding UST got wrecked. Nobody. We don't wish that on our enemies. You know what I'm saying? Because it hurts. We know how bad it hurts. We know how bad it can hurt you. We know the psychological trauma that can have on any human being. We are all humans at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So I want to share my sentiment. I want to share that I am truly sorry for anybody that got involved and was wiped out, that became discouraged and what the space truly has to offer. Because Terra Luna, this crash is not the end. This crash is a new beginning. So keep that in mind. Remember, it's springtime. I think we just had a blood eclipse. Springtime, things come anew. It's a time for rebirth. It's the time for everything to start over, to begin new processes. So look at your journey that way. This is not the end. This is a new beginning. Please keep some hope. But let's jump into the speculation. Let's jump into the information that we're waiting to come out, that they do not want to come out. Let's jump into the so-called rumors and accusations on why cryptocurrency crashed. There is proof behind these accusations. Like you hear me keep saying, we as a family are just waiting on it to come out. We as a family are just waiting to show you how bad this shit really is, or how bad those people really are. We just waiting. You know what I'm saying? But BlackRock, I know that's a name you're hearing floating around the space right now. BlackRock, another huge hedge fund company, another huge investment company that likes to fondle with the U.S. government, that likes to get in the bed with the U.S. government, do a little tickling in the sheets. You know what I'm saying? And their partner, Citadel. Now, a lot of people aren't familiar with who Citadel is or what Citadel, the firm, does. So I encourage you to definitely Google that. Look into Citadel, because a lot of people have heard of BlackRock, but they have not heard of Citadel or the function of Citadel. It's something I had to look up. I had to look it up. So make sure you jump into that. Make sure you jump into what they do. But that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about that Citadel and BlackRock may have been the causes of that huge dump that I talked about earlier. They may have been the causes. They may have been the reason. We have transaction proof that you guys are the reason, but we're waiting to release it. We're waiting on it to really come out. Those transactions exist. Somebody did it. You better find a fall guy. Somebody did it. But BlackRock and Citadel, both of them are accused of acquiring a large amount of Bitcoin, in which 25% of that Bitcoin was supposed to be sold into UST, and sold in UST. Oh, matter of fact, 25% of it was sold into UST. Terra Luna's emerging stablecoin. And guess what? The acquirers of that Bitcoin, the acquirers of that Terra Luna, dumped both assets. Dumped them. Tried to return them after purchase. All of it. Not a portion. All of what was bought. All of what was bought. Excuse me. Now, the high volatility we talked about earlier, that mass slippage we talked about earlier, this is what caused that. Now, who the owners of said wallets are, we'll wait for it to come out. Because right now, it's floating around in the space. Right now, people like Bloomberg, right now, people like Yahoo Finance, they're printing articles, or they're publishing articles that say it's accusation. That say there's no truth to the matter. That says BlackRock has come out and denied their involvement. That says Gemini has no such transactions, or made no such transactions for 1,000 Bitcoin. Nobody knows shit. Don't nobody know nothing. BlackRock said they don't even deal in crypto. But you do. They do. But they don't want anybody to know that. So why would you come out and say that? Why would you say that to the public? Why would you have articles print that said this is accusation? There's no truth to this. This is categorically false. Why would you say that? Because we have to figure out who the wallets belong to. So once we figure out who the wallets belong to, etc., once a couple higher ups, because this is way higher than me, guys. This is way bigger than me. I'm one of the little guys. But once a couple higher ups really get done doing their research, and they can prove that this happened this way, and this is how it happened, and this is when it happened, the information will come out. That's what I love about cryptocurrency. You can't hide. On Web 2, you are able to hide behind smoke screens and glass. Smoky mirrors. Here, you can't do that. Here, there's full transparency. Here is the Wild West. And if somebody knows you did something, they can pull your card on it out here. Web 2, that was frowned upon. Web 3, we encourage it. Know what I'm saying? So if said parties are involved, or if said parties are guilty, I want you to start thinking about them in a new light. Just how you would think about your homie that snaked you or did something funny, just how you would think about that bitch that never showed up to your party, just how you think about that nigga that never replied to your text, just how you think about that bitch that never let you hit. Start to change the way you think about these motherfuckers in your mind. Because they try to enter the space so friendly. They try to enter the space like they're for the space. They try to enter the space like they will cooperate with what's already happening. And then they're allowed in. And every time that holds repercussions. Every time. Every time. So change the way you think about some of these large organizations, change the way you think about some of these hedge fund companies, change the way you think about some of these investment firms. In your mind, begin to formulate your own opinions. That's what I have to stress today. Begin to formulate your own opinions on why crypto crashed. Because I gave you my opinion. I gave you the facts, or what we do know as to be true. Things that did happen. You know what I'm saying? There's no denying the truth of the matter. But I'm also giving you the speculation. The shit that people are trying to sweep under the rug. The shit that nobody wants to talk about. Nobody wants to talk about how there are hidden hands at work and there are hidden agendas in these people's minds. Nobody wants to talk about it. But I'll get a little controversial. Fuck it, I'm already controversial. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into the nitty gritty. Let's find out. And when this information does come out, best believe I'm gonna have it to you first, whether I was right or wrong. Whether I'm wrong about this, or whether I'm right about this speculation. You will know. I'm not hiding no information. I'm not ducking no smoke. Come with it. You know what I'm saying? But begin to formulate your own ideas on why the market crashed, because you may be able to find information that I can't find. You may be able to pinpoint some things that were missed in today's video. You may formulate a whole different perspective. You may not agree with what I'm saying. You may say that this bear market was almost premeditated. It was almost, we were working towards it regardless. That's a whole different opinion. If you feel this bear market happened strictly because that's where the space was headed, they have shit to do with no BlackRock or no Citadel. Formulate your own opinion. It is my job to bring you the information. You know what I'm saying? But on that note, man, if you enjoyed today's content, make sure you smash that like button. Smash that notification bell. Smash that subscribe button. You know what I'm saying? Because all those things help me make waves in the space. All those things are going to help me advance my educational process. You know what I'm saying? And make sure you follow on Instagram. Follow on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? Because that's where you're going to see a lot of this information first. That's where you're going to get this information in real time as it's happening. Before I make the videos, you're going to probably see it there first. So make sure you follow on Instagram, follow on Twitter, because that matters. And again, I have to say thank you to anyone that watched today's video. I don't care if it's just one person. You matter. Yes, you do. And I always have to say that, guys, this is not financial advice. I am not your financial advisor. If you are seeking the help of a financial advisor, please seek the help of a professional, because they are professionals. I am not. You know what I'm saying? So please keep that in mind. If you need professional help, seek the help of a financial advisor. And on that note, man, yes. And on that note, man, we out of here.